Alright, first off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom. This is the brother Ira from James Jamaica camp, and just to do a quick lesson in regards to strengthening brothers. I'm recently going through the book of Second Thessalonians, and a scripture I saw that actually remind me that look, brothers actually get weak. Sometimes we ourselves also get weak, and we know what that is like when you're kind of down and out in the spirit, or you're down but not out, but like you're really really down, right? And you would really like when a brother actually build you back up, or when you're back up, you don't look down on a brother when they're in their moment of crisis, for lack of a better term. When they are down, you look upon it, oh, that brother wicked, oh, that brother some fall out, oh, this, but no, if that's the spirit that you have when you see brothers down, then you're off. What you're supposed to do, if it's a case that you're up, you straighten that brother, you build that brother up, right? Hey, these scriptures are actually used for reproof, but a key thing that it's also used for is exhortation as well as comfort. But we need to be mindful of that. God, they will call Esau the devil. We prophesy against nations, we go on the highways and byways. We break down these prophecies, but also these scriptures are to be used to actually build up brothers. Do these lessons as well as even brothers that you're among. Brothers in the camp. Um, you know, just to help lift spirits. Now this is Second Timothy 3 verse 16. It says all scriptures are given by inspiration of God, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Right? And that is the thing. You're supposed to use these scriptures so that you will be in a man of the Lord, can move on to perfection. And it also says thoroughly furnished through all good works. And one of those good works is actually exaltation. Right? Let's view the Greek for this word for good, or for good works. Check out these Greek words. So it's good, good constitution or nature, useful, right? Pleasant, agreeable, joyful, happy, excellent, distinguished, upright, honorable. So suppose I use these scriptures for honorable works. Exalted a brother is an honorable work, right? Business, employment, that which is occupied, that which one undertakes to do, enterprise, undertaking, any product whatsoever, at anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind. An act, deed, thing done, the idea of working is emphasized in opposite to that which is less than work. So basically, these scriptures are used. Exhortation is an honorable work. It is also a good work. Among the fact of reproving, correction, because correction is also exaltation. Reproving also can be exaltation, but as I say, especially in a case when a brother really down, right, or them weak in the spirit, definitely something to consider, right? Now, so got this word instruction, right? It says the whole training and education of children, right? Cultivation of the mind and morals, and employs for this purpose now commands, admonitions, which are warnings, now reproofs and punishment, includes training and care of the body. So when you're instructing and all of this is strengthening, right? Whatever it adults also cultivates the soul, especially correcting mistakes and curbing passions, instructions which aims at increasing virtue, chastisement, chastening, right? Now let's I'm gonna read this once more real quickly. It says, all scriptures is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Now, going into verse 4, chapter 4, Salakia, it says, I charge thee before God and the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Right? Now let's look up the word exhort and long suffering. You know, you said the word for exhort, play the Greek.
Strong's G 3870. Parakaleo. Parakaleo.
And it goes on to call one side, call for someone. And it says to address, to speak to call upon, which may be done in a way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction, right? To admonish, exhort, to beg, entreat, beseech. So some that this part of exhortation, strengthening the body, to strive to appease by entreaty. Sometimes you might rub a brother the wrong way, or you feel like a brother might get rubbed the wrong way, you appease them. Console, encourage, and strengthen by consolation, to comfort, right? To encourage, strengthen, exhorting, comforting, encouraging, instruct, teach, right? So all these words fall under exhortation, right? Down here it goes on to say to entreat, pray. Sometimes you pray for brothers as well. You take it you take all those things into consideration. So especially when you see brothers on them, because as we say, you have times when brothers get weak. Now this is the word for long suffering.
Strong's G 3115. Makrathumia. Makrathumia.
Says patience, endurance, constancy, steadfastness, perseverance, patience, forbearance, long suffering, slow in avenging wrongs. Part of it also learn to let go things, learn to forgive brothers. And as I say, no quick for one avenge. When they say a brother golf or as I say in a week, you're quick to cast them aside. That's not the way to go. You're supposed to say or exhort with all long suffering, right? So it's something where constancy was one of the words. So you have to constantly, doing it. You can't be like, oh, I'm tired to talk to the brother. I'm tired to say this. I'm tired. No, you're supposed to be patient with brothers. As you know, we all our look mercy. All our want basically make it out of this, and that is a good way to actually it's one of the ways how you show brotherly love. For be long suffering and forbearing with brothers, and constantly exhorting them. No care how bad you think the situation be, no care how low you might see them fall or whatever you see them do, you constantly work with brothers, as long as them sincere. Right? Now this is 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11. It says, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. Exactly. So we're supposed to comfort each other, and how we do it. Also in Thessalonians, him say, comfort each other with these words, right? So we're supposed to constantly comfort each other, edify each other. Word edify mean to what? Build, right? You actually you build, you strengthen, right? Continuing on, it says, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you. So you have to know each other, and are over you in Yahweh, and admonish you, right? And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves. And once you're constantly exhorting each other, right, edifying each other, then that is the best way that will always lead to you being peace among yourself. We're not quick to avenge in wrong, as the the definition going to forbear, no quick to avenge yourself upon a brother. Forgive. Move on. Right? Verse 14 says, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient towards all men. Right? See that? So this precept going at the same thing. So yeah, you'll have brothers who unruly in the camp, or they might have that spirit of being unruly. But where do you admonish, as the scripture says, warn them that are unruly. Where you warn, the word warn basically another word is admonish. You also reprove them. You instruct them, right? Quick to cast them aside, but you actually warn them. See the admonish, warn, exhort, right? Let me see if there's more to unruly. It says disorderly, out of ranks, often soft soldiers, as we are spiritual soldiers, right? Irregular, inordinate, immoderate pleasures, deviating from prescribed order or rule. And you have brothers in the camp where you constantly have to say, yo, do this, do that, but I would say, yo, once them sincere, you always admonish them, you always exhort them, you always try to pull them back. Right? Because as I say, at any time it could be you. This same spirit can fall upon you. The thing about it is not because them weak. Don't look upon yourself as if, yeah, this can happen to me. Right? It says comfort the feeble-minded. Let's hope the feeble one, because you have brothers where not strong in the faith as some brothers. Some things where you can go through, some man like me could never go through that. And you don't try force that upon them and say, yo, them supposed to be. Yes, you want them growing of faith and you want them growing of the spirit, but you can't literally force them to be brave. You pray for them and you pray that them grow, right? Greet where there is faint-hearted, because the other brothers were basically fearful, right? It says support, and let's look up weak. Word support means to hold before or against, hold back, withstand, endure, to keep oneself directly opposite to anyone, to hold him firmly, to cleave to, paying heed to him. So when you're being supportive of the brotherhood, when you're strengthening brothers, when you're edifying brothers, you have to be close to them. You have to cleave to them. You basically have to hold them up. You have to pay constant heed to them, yo. What Cain said, am I my brother's keeper? We not him never there take him basically say him need to take heed unto him brother and supposed to watch out for him brother, supposed to always watch out for each other. Right? We mean infirm, feeble, without strength, impotent, even sick, right? Figuratively, various applications, literally, figuratively, morally. You have some brothers where certain things them continue to over and over. I say, yo, brothers, I think you ought to get past this already or whatever. Yeah, but you still warn them, you still build them up. Because hey, that's one of the things where you get the scriptures to do, to uphold each other. Right? And it also said to be patient, and the same word we look up earlier for patient, for long suffering, it's the same Greek word here. Right? So let me just read this again real quickly. Right? It says, now we First Thessalonians 5 verse 14. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient towards all men. Right? Now some brothers we jail with and some brothers we can't jail with, cast them off. No, all men. Right? See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. So, and also when you're out there in the quote unquote world, right? You're not gonna be righteous with the brothers and be a nigger in the world. Right? Rejoicing evermore, pray without ceasing. Constantly pray for yourself, constantly pray for the brother. Pray if you get delivered out of this. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Yahushua concerning you. So this is, you see that? It goes to show that this is the will of Yahushua. Who we do these things, exhort each other, look out for each other, support each other, strengthen each other, pray without ceasing, and give thanks in everything, Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good, and abstain from all appearance of evil. Right? So, hey, that I would say the key point of this lesson is look, strengthen the brethren, because all of we get weak at some point, and hey, you have brothers where I go weak, you have brothers who are gonna need the help, right? So hope this was edifying. Once more, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.